You gotta change your mental by striving to learn info. So open your third eye and recharge your crystals. You gotta change your mental. 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 You gotta change your mental by striving to learn info. So open your third eye and recharge your crystals. You gotta change your mental. You gotta change your mental. You gotta change your mental. You gotta change your mental.
Peace. Welcome back to my channel, Goddess Nyakul. Peace to the chosen, peace to the gods. So I want to do a quick upload, and I wanted to just do a quick tutorial of how to do your sea moss. So basically, when you get your sea moss, you will put it in something that you can make sure that you can cover it completely with water. So you can use a dish like this or something much deeper. Make sure you're using, I prefer to use spring water. Make sure it's covered to the top. And you soak this overnight. You might want to rinse it a few times. Some sea moss, depending on where you get it, you might have shells, you might have dirt or debris. This one was dried on rocks, so it wasn't much debris on it. So you would soak this overnight, rinsing it a few times. Make sure that the sea moss is completely covered in water. Okay, so once you soak your sea moss overnight, it will swell up. Make sure it's 12 to 24 hours. Like I said, depending on your sea moss, you might want to wash it a few times, rinse it. But this is the end result. It will swell up to maybe 2-3 times the size. You do have pool grown versus what they pull out the ocean and the island. So you have to do your research of what you're getting. Yeah, but this is the outcome. So we're going to move on and we're going to put this in the blender. I'm going to use spring water. You can boil water and add that to your mixture to make it blend a little bit more better. But I think I'm just going to use spring water with this because it's already soft. Okay, so we've brought the sea moss over to the blender. I am using spring water. That's the jar I'm going to put it in. That's about a 16-inch jar. But you can put it in whatever you want. It doesn't matter. You can also take your sea moss and put it in an ice cube tray and freeze it. If you freeze your sea moss, it's more convenient. You could just pop the ice cubes out the tray. Also, they're good in the freezer for 6 months. In the refrigerator, it's good for about a month. And if you have it dried, that is good for, I think, about 6 months to a year. All right, so let's blend this up. So once you're done with your sea moss, you can put it in your mason jars. You put it in the refrigerator, and it will stiffen up. With this batch, I did add a little bit too much water, but it doesn't matter. It's still sea moss. That's just me not measuring, but I did add a little bit too much water compared to the sea moss that was in there. But once you put it in the fridge, it will thicken up. You can also put it in ice trays. That's a more convenient way. So when you want to use it to cook with or make a smoothie, you can just pop it in. And it definitely lasts a lot longer in the freezer. So you guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Make sure you check out the website, www.goddessnyakul.com. Goddess Nyakul is spelled the same way as it is on my YouTube for my website. So if you're not following me, make sure you follow my IG, Facebook, and if you are on the Bigo app, I'm also on there, also at Goddess Nyakul.